So remember this video that we played yesterday? The guy who was streaking through the casino?
Yeah.
I love this guy. I love him. He's, right now he's just on a chill streak. Oh, then you know what? Let's take it up a notch. Let's get up on the bar, rafflecopter a little bit, get that thing swinging in the wind. Hey, he's got a little bit going on there. You can actually see the flop.
There's some swing going on.
Yeah, good for him. I didn't notice that yesterday, but yeah, he's doing all right. Which leads me to believe the update that coming up might be some bullshit, but we'll get to that. But this is great. I love he's just chilling, standing like he's doing the Superman pose here. Right here, boom, look at me. I'm Cal from Krypton. Look at my Johnson. And then the police come. But the best part is right before the cops come when he says, you know what? Let me give everybody the old Texas red eye. Booyah. Now, I'm known to do this when I'm drunk. I've given many a Texas red eye while drunk. I've done it particularly, my old pal Charlie has gotten many, many Texas red eyes from me while drunk. And that's what I call when you bend over and spread your ass cheeks and show everybody your ass. That's the old Texas red eye. So anyway, there's an update. The only reason I'm playing this is there's an update to this story. The wife of the guy who did this streaking, the streaker, has come to his defense, claiming he was drugged, Mikey. That's the only reason he went on a violent, sexually charged, I don't know what was so violent about it, but it didn't seem violent from what we were watching, but sexually charged rampage in Vegas over the weekend, claims that he was drugged, as his family's now saying. Brian Danilichik downed a drink laced with hallucinogenics, causing him to slug a one-legged man at the Flamingo Hotel. His wife reportedly told the press. I don't remember him punching anybody. I didn't see that.
He punched a one-legged man?
I didn't remember that. Why don't they have that part in the video? That'd be interesting to see.
I want to see that video. They got videos of everything in Vegas.
He beat up that poor cornhole guy. What the fuck? Leave that guy alone.
Little starfish.
Oh, jeez. Danilchik, after punching that guy, got naked, barged inside Harrah's Hotel and Casino, where he flaunted his genitals, danced on top of a poker table. The cop wrestled him to the floor, arresting him for indecent exposure and disorderly conduct. His wife, Michelle, placed the blames for the crime on somebody else. She had been texting with the New York Post saying Brian is a great person. He would never normally behave in such a way, insisting he is a victim here. Said some person spiked her husband's drink. That's the real criminal here. He had a severe hallucinogenic reaction, has no recollection of what happened. Said they're working with doctors who have performed toxicology tests to determine the type of substance Brian consumed. Now,
I want that report. I want to know what was in that. What do you do? Smoke a Jeffrey or something? Like,
oh,
come on.
So
I've been high on every drug in the world, and I ain't ever done that.
I didn't think you would believe him.
No, that's a story he's making up to tell his wife.
No, see, I do.
Honey, I was drugged.
I do believe him. I have been roofied. I've been roofied myself, so I know what it's like to have this happen. It's an infamous story from my old RMG days. It was one of the calendar release parties back when they would do the calendar. I ended up drinking quite a bit. I was doing good, just normal drunk. And then some weirdo offered me a Rumplemints shot. Now, Rumplemints has kind of got a weird flavor as it is.
It was me.
What?
That wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. I know it wasn't you. Well, it did look like you, this guy, actually. I can still see the guy to this day. He did look like you. I wish this guy would come forward and admit that he, and actually wouldn't even care at this point because nothing really ended up happening with it other than me blacking out, like not in a normal blackout way. I went downstairs and was leaning on a tree throwing up while they threw snowballs at me. Dieter and the other people on the show were throwing snowballs from the second floor out a window at me because it was obviously, November or December whenever we do it. And then I got in the wrong car, which is normal behavior for me when I'm drunk. I tend to get in the wrong car. That's happened to me many times in Rochester. I tried to get into somebody's car saying it was our limousine. One time I was so drunk we came out of the Classy Cat, one of your famous hangouts. You might actually have been with us the day I did that, the night I did that. Because usually when we were at the Classy Cat, you were there with me. You remember me doing that?
I was there that night because that's the night that I caught a ride in the limo with you guys back to East Ave. And I listened to you and Doogie get into a fight, and I was like, oh my God, it's like I'm getting a real show. And she was like, shut the fuck up. Who is this?
Okay. Well, I vaguely remember that. I remember the part where I got into the wrong car thinking it was saying it was somebody. I don't know if it was a taxi or what I got into, but man, I got in a lot of trouble.
Car.
It was just somebody's car I tried to get into. Yeah, that used to happen to me all the time when I would drink too much. So that was kind of like normal, but the part when I got home, I was all weird when I got home with my ex-wife, and I just wasn't myself. It wasn't like it was really weird drunk. It wasn't like being drunk. It was like some sort of weird chemical took over. So I believe this guy. I believe somebody may have roofied him. He maybe just looked at the wrong person. Maybe he popped fly to somebody earlier, and this was the way the person got back at him. They threw a little something in his drink. Doesn't surprise me one bit.
Or he willingly took drugs and just couldn't handle them.
Nope. I'm gonna go with he got spiked. I'm gonna go with he got roofied. That's much more fun for me to believe that. It just corroborates my story.